Man, it's been a week since I've been doing this. It's been a week. And in that week, we done had a whole bunch of NFL news. I'm going to get right into it. Tom Brady retired. Again. Okay, for the second time. I think he's serious this time. I don't know. Because he gave up the little Instagram pic. You know, he's holding up the phone. This time I'm retired for good. Y'all remember? Y'all seen it. Y'all have seen it. Tom Brady, look, 23 seasons, 7 championships, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, the most passing yards in NFL history, the most playoff passing yards in NFL history, most playoff touchdowns in NFL history, the most conference championship, conference championship game appearances in NFL history, the most conference championship touchdowns in NFL history, the most conference championship passing touchdowns in NFL history, the Super Bowl most yards in the Super Bowl in one game with 505 in NFL history. Most touchdowns in Super Bowl history. Most passing yards combined in Super Bowl history. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all understand? Y'all just, he's the GOAT. He's just the greatest of all time. Tom, congratulations on your amazing career if you're actually retired this time. Because if not, then Tom, you're getting into this Brett Favre territory, which we don't want. But I'm saying congratulations on a great career. Okay, Tom, I don't know if you're serious. I hope you are. Because you can't come back. You'll be 46. Like what? You'll be 46. Come on, bro. Everybody done left. Like all the quarterbacks done left. All the quarterbacks of my childhood, damn near. Big Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady and Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, all them boys left. I am left with nobody. And nobody else. Tom, you're 45. You had 3 Hall of Fame careers. When you first got in the league, you won 3 Super Bowls, a couple Super Bowl MVP. Then the 10 years after that, where you didn't win a Super Bowl, you won 3 MVPs. You had a 50 touchdown season. You went 19-1. Then you did all that great stuff. Led the NFL in passing. Then the years after that, then you won all the Super Bowls, and you won some more Super Bowls. You won 4 more with 3 more MVPs. And 2 more regular season MVP. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's Tom Brady. Like, congrats on a great career, bro. You're gone. I'll never forgive you for beating the Bears 38-3 and putting Love Sosa in the background. That was unnecessary. We didn't need that. But congratulations on a great career. But look, let me move on to, now I guess I'll move on to some firings. A couple of them I don't agree with. Well, just one fire. Kellen Moore for the Dallas Cowboys then got fired out here. Dak out here getting coaches fired. Look, the last 4 years you were number 1 in offense, and you fired Kellen Moore, and you let him go to the Chargers of all teams. The Chargers with Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler and Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Jordan Palmer, and Gerald Everett, and that offensive line, and now you let Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore had to make it work with Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, and Noah Brown. Not one of those receivers are better than any of them on the Chargers. Maybe CeeDee Lamb better than Keenan Allen. I don't know. You tell me. But now he got an actual quarterback that's not going to turn the ball over. Because remember, Dak had 15 interceptions. You know it's bad when you and Davis Mills had the same amount of... Davis Mills. You threw more picks than Davis Mills. I don't remember the last time seeing Davis Mills throw a touchdown. Oh, well, I did. I do remember Davis Mills throwing a touchdown when he played the Colts and won the game, and now they couldn't get the number 1 pick. I remember that. I remember that touchdown. That was a good throw, though. But anyway, listen. Kellen Moore, and he had Tony Pollard. Kellen Moore did. Listen. I don't understand this, Dallas. Kellen Moore, to me, is a pretty good offensive coordinator. It's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean... Well, obviously I am wrong. The Cowboys don't think he's a great OC. So now they're going to have Mike McCarthy call plays. Wasn't Mike McCarthy calling plays when the Packers went 6-9-1 and he was out here being Deshaun Watson before Deshaun Watson and getting massages all in the damn coach's office while Aaron Rodgers was out here trying to throw passes in practice? Isn't that what you was doing? Now you going to call plays in Dallas? Boy, the Cowboys, I tell you, it's gonna be. I'm interested though. I'm interested. I want to see what Mike McCarthy do. I want to see when Dak get to throwing interceptions for Mike McCarthy. Whose fault is this gonna be? Who is this going to be? Because you seen some of the picks Dak was throwing. What you think, he not going to throw those no more? Talking about turnovers aren't in Dak's DNA. Who threw those 15 interceptions? It wasn't me. It wasn't Kellen Moore. It wasn't Mike McCarthy. Who threw those interceptions? Who was it? Who? You hitting guys all in the chest. And you want me to call another play. You stop hitting the DBs in the chest. You hit the against Washington. You threw an out route. You missed it. What was it? High and inside. He dropped it. Then you come back the same damn throw, and it's picked off. What? But that's Kellen Moore's fault, though. Y'all telling me that's Kellen Moore? Okay. Watch what he do with the Chargers. They're gonna have a high scoring offense. I like what they're doing, but don't ever blow another 24-point lead because y'all blew me when y'all did that Charger. Brandon Staley, y'all ass is trash. Y'all are trash. I honestly still can't believe that game. I just can't. I can't. But look, though, the Texans hired another black coach. They did. Hopefully you give this one more than a year, but it sounds like you will. You gave him a 6-year deal. Now, DeMeco Ryans, you're probably going to have to go find a quarterback. Now, you have the number 2 pick in the draft, so you're going to get a quarterback. So you don't necessarily have to trade up. Unless you really like, C.J. Stroud or whoever, Bryce Young or Will Levis, and you don't think you're going to get, which I think you're probably going to get Will Levis if you really wanted him. Ain't nobody trading up for that boy. But, listen. Look, I'm out on Will Levis. I just got something to say. This is just kind of weird. Let me just go off on this Will Levis thing. I'm not a big fan of Will Levis ever since I heard that man puts mayonnaise in coffee. I'm done. I'm out. You're done. You're done. Your stomach is going to sound like the beginning of Rack City. When that Tiger song Rack City. That's how your stomach going to sound when you drinking mayonnaise in your coffee. Okay? That's how your stomach gonna sound. But that's why I'm out on you. Because I know you got the bubble guts trying to throw some of these touchdowns. You got the bubble gut. Your ass is nasty. Will Levis, I'm out. Don't take him. But take the other 2 quarterbacks, DeMeco Ryan. You played there. They know you. They like you. You're very highly respected in Houston, obviously. Because, everybody says great things about you. I saw you coordinate that Niners defense all the way to the NFC title game where eventually y'all got blown out by Philly because your quarterback got hurt. And once all your quarterbacks got hurt, it was really over from there. But congratulations to DeMeco Ryans for getting a head coaching job in the Houston Texans, where they seem to hire black coaches. That's one thing I'll give Houston credit for. At least they hiring black coaches. At least they hiring them. Now, they only giving us a calendar year to try to fix the football team that's been a mess for like 20. But at least they hiring us. But DeMeco Ryans, I hope you do well. And another team that hired a coach was the Carolina Panthers. They hired Frank Reich. I'm kind of mad about that hire. I really thought Steve Wilkes should have got that job because that man was 6-6 after you traded Christian McCaffrey. You was 1 game away from playing a playoff game. Tom Brady and Mike Evans went haywire, and Mike Evans had 200 yards and 3 TDs. Tom Brady played by far the best game of that season. But you were up going in the 4th quarter, and then Sam Darnold turned into Sam Darnold. And then you lost the game. But, hey, if they want Frank Reich, hey, that's them. They want Frank Reich. I can't stop them from. David Tepper said he wanted an offensive guy. But all the players loved him. The damn fans loved him. There are people in that organization who loved him. And they kind of mad about Frank Reich. Now look. I really hope Frank Reich does well. I think they're probably going to trade up for the number 1 pick too. It's going to be between them, the Panthers. It's going to be between the Panthers, the Colts, the Raiders, and maybe the Texans. Those are the 4 teams that will probably try to trade up for that number 1 pick. So that's what I think because, I know he probably wants a quarterback. He don't want to stick with Sam Darnold. He's good on Sam Darnold. Yeah, he probably good on Sam. He don't want another young quarterback. And another team that's probably going to hire a head coach is Jeff Saturday. The Fighting Jeff Saturdays will return next year after being 1-7, even though there are people in the Colts organization like, hey, bro, y'all sure y'all don't want to get a regular coach? Nah, Jim Irsay's like, I want Jeff Saturday. So Jeff Saturday, the Fighting Jeff Saturdays are back. They're going to be back next year. And then another team that traded This is for my boy Trey right here. Yeah. The Broncos traded for the Saints coach, Sean Payton. They got the 29th overall pick in this draft and another second round pick. I'm going to be honest. I thought Sean Payton would get like at least 2 firsts. I'm just saying. I think Sean Payton's a damn good coach. The man had 9-8 with Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton or whoever they were at quarterback. I can't remember. I don't give a damn. He won 9 games, and then Jameis was 5-2 before he tore his ACL. But look, though, I like it for the Broncos. Now, I want to know, is Sean Payton going to let Russell Wilson have all them offices and parking spots and managers? Because I know one thing, Sean Payton ain't going to talk to your manager. He's going to go talk to the backup quarterback and put that backup up out of there. Yeah, he's going to put that backup out of there. Listen, he going to put that boy on the field because he can't talk to you because your manager didn't pick up the phone. You got to wait till he get out the shower. Then you got to go wait till he do the podium. No, wait. You got to wait till Russ get out the shower. Then do the locker room interview. Then he got to change. Then he got to go do the podium. Then he gotta get to his office because he's not at his office yet. Then he's got to wait for his manager to come in. Hey, you got a call from Coach Payton. And then he's got to call Coach Payton back, and then they can have a conversation. I don't think Sean Payton going to want all that. And then all them parking spots going to be gone. I'm trying to figure out, I guess I don't know how big an NFL stadium is, right? Or like the parking lot. And it's probably huge. But like, how many people was Russ needing for these parking spots? I'm just asking. Because like, bro, this couldn't have been like 3-4 people. This had to be like 5-10. Like, how many, like, bro, who are you bringing? Like, who are you bringing? I don't know. Look, the AFC West, now, we said this last year. The AFC West might be loaded. Look, it might actually be loaded this year. I'm still picking the Chiefs. I've learned my lesson, okay? I learned my lesson. The Chiefs, I still believe the Chiefs are going to win the division. But the Raiders, first of all, the Raiders are done, okay? Derek Carr out here making jokes about him leaving. Ryan Clark asked the man, hey, have you ever been this hot as a quarterback throwing the football in Vegas? He said, no, that's probably why I'm going somewhere else. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. That answers it right there. So the Raiders gonna be trash. I think the Chargers with Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator is gonna fix that run game and have Justin Herbert out here looking like an MVP, and then Sean Payton. Now either he gonna fix Russell Wilson, or Russell Wilson fixing to be traded. That 2 options. Because if you come out there like that again, yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be real bad. And of course, the Super Bowl. The last thing I want to talk about, the Super Bowl teams, the Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And before I get into that, I just have a question, right? Everybody know the Eagles is dominant. I'm just throwing this out here because I remember I seen this on Twitter one time. I seen it. And I thought it was interesting. The question was, did the Eagles have the easiest road to a championship in NFL history? Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Now, I don't know if it was the easiest because I got to go look at the other teams that got to championships and see who they played. I'll just do like the modern era because the 70s and 80s and 90s, maybe some of the 90s I could, you could kind of see. But like other than like the 80s and 70s, I ain't going to go too far. I'm going to just go back to like when, I can kind of, see how the teams were. I'll say this. I don't know if it was the easiest, but like, I'm just looking at the quarterbacks. Like Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy, Josh Johnson, and then Christian McCaffrey. That's very, I'll say it's very favorable, okay? Now, some of that, the reason they got to play Brock Purdy is because Dak Prescott was awful and Kirk Cousins lost to the Giants. But I'm saying Daniel Jones, Josh Johnson, Brock Purdy. Is that kind of, I'm saying it's kind of favorable. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of favorable. Just a little bit. But the Eagles, are in the Super Bowl for the first time since 2017. And Mahomes, this is his third Super Bowl appearance in, what would that be, 4 or 5 years? Mahomes won one against the Niners with Jimmy G. Then he lost one to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we're getting to the Eagles. They won one in 2017, beating Tom Brady, who threw for 505 in that game. 41-33. Nick Foles was your Super Bowl MVP and threw a Philly special. But hey, listen, I ain't gonna tell you too much about. I'll say this: the Eagles have the better team, but the Chiefs have the better quarterback. And how much do you believe the better team against the better quarterback? I'll say this: me personally, I'm probably going to pick the Chiefs. Now, I ain't going to get y'all too much on why I'm going to pick the Chiefs. I got a Super Bowl preview video coming out a little later. Maybe next week. Middle of next week, I'll come back with the Super Bowl preview. I'm going to just say this. I got the Chiefs winning a close one. All right. That's all I'm saying. But look, man, that's the end of this video with all the NFL news that happened this week. Man, every time I thought I was going to make a video, more news came out, and I ain't want to miss it. So look, man, appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever y'all got to do. And I'll be back next week for my Super Bowl preview. And I'm gone.